Good morning, welcome to Chef Danielle's Country Kitchen. First of 2 fennel recipes today.
Yes,
Something we don't use very often.
Well, that's the reason I wanted to do that, and I'm glad you brought that from Franco Four Seasons, because interesting stuff.
Underused.
So, underused. The reason behind that, people are always, the aniseed flavor is disturbing a lot of people. They said, oh, I don't like fennel, it's too aniseed. But actually, when you treat them, that's i.e. we cook them, or we do a salad, it seems that aniseed sometimes disappear a little bit, yeah. And also, I guess a lot of people don't quite know what to do with it, yeah. But also, there is a lot of lime and fiber. So generally, we discard the first big or 2, and we can use it for salad, or peel a little bit this, or maybe if you do a spaghetti bolognese, instead of using celery, sometimes use a bit of fennel, very thinly cooked. And also, when that is a little bit more than it is, but we're going to use it, we use that as a herbs to finish the dish. Okay. So when we do the salad today, all that will be used. Yeah. And that there, sometimes we need to just peel them like that, you know, because there is a lot of lime, like a little bit in celery. Okay. But it's very healthy, it's very nice. And so the big one there, we're going to cut it in a thing, we always cut it in that thing, we will show later anyway. Yeah. And we're going to slightly blanch it, yeah, because you know I like to blanch my thing. And there's a lot of reason behind that as well. It's much easier because you slightly pre-cook them. Sometimes you release an enormous amount of water, you cut them dry, and after that they roast very nicely. And today we're going to roast them with a little bit of blood orange juice. Okay. The second one, the small chappy there, which is really nice and more tender, we're going to do a simple salad with blood orange segment, a little bit of zest, quickly, and grated lemon in it, or lime, and few coriander leaves. And that's 2 of the things you can do with fennel. But fennel goes very well with fish, goes very well with sea bass, goes very well with sea bream. For me, it is a little bit more tricky. It goes well with salmon, of course. That is a good marriage in salad with it, or even roasted. And that's about what I like with fennel. Okay. But I love salad. I like also, we don't have there, but we can. Pink grapefruit is a really great association. Actually, all citrus fruit. And quite often when I do a demonstration, I do or a sea bass or a sea bream in a rock salt pastry, and serve with a beautiful fennel salad. And people are always surprised, say, oh my God, it's not an acid at all. Why? It's just because the way you treat it. Yes, when you smell, sometimes you smell like that, but it's actually a very good vegetable. Okay. So we're going to show two nice recipes.
Fine. Okay?
Let's grab on the simple but nice. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, great.
All right. Okay, fennel. So we're going to do the roasted fennel first. Yeah. First, I'm going to keep that. I can use it later on when we do the other recipe. Okay. So that's what we do in restaurants as well. We try to keep all that lovely herbs, which has got a lot of fragrance, obviously. Yeah. And you put it in water, so it's just become alive again. And we're going to use it for the salad. That's it. Okay, so we discarded the first 2 things, so it looks really nice, you can see, yeah, beautiful. So I'm going to cut here straight, but no more, because that will keep the slice going for us. Yeah, here I'm going to equalize a little bit there, and I'm going to discard this one because this is really dry now. So that's the only kind of thing we're going to throw in a bin, plus some of the filament when we do the salad. Right? And we're going to cut that in beautiful slices there. And we're going to poach it first slightly blanch, and after that we're going to roast it. Okay, so we're going to do lovely slice like this.
You can smell that now.
You can smell it. You see, that's the thing with it, and that's what sometimes put people off. Suddenly, when you cut it, all the essence almost is coming out, you know. So we're going to blanch it. There, water is on. Here. I'm going to just slightly blanch it there. The reason I blanch it, to make it a little bit softer, much easy to roast. And after that, we're going to glaze it. Okay, voilà, salted water, and it will take about a few minutes. And as soon as we feel we're ready, we're going to just do that a little bit with it, pat dry it, and after that, we're going to roast slowly on a pan, both sides, beautiful bit of olive oil, nut of butter, and after that, we're going to add the blood orange, and it's going to be a beautiful glazed vegetable, which, like I said, you can serve with fish. You can even serve with pork and celery can go as well. Pork is very versatile and it can take quite a lot of stuff, so that should be interesting. Okay, so we'll see later on when that's ready. Okay, so now that's all we want there. We've tried them. I'm going to show you again, actually. Yeah. So when you just remove it like that, you press in here. You can see, up, it go there, but there is a little bit of firmity, and that's what you want. You don't want to overcook it. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, I've just put them in here briefly to make sure no excedent of water in that. Okay, nicely like that. Okay. Look at the beautiful size. So that's what I was explaining. The reason we cut like that, so all the lovely leaf there can be stuck to the kind of stem in here, so they don't break apart like this one. Look how beautiful it is. And that's what you realize, and it's a fantastic vegetable, but it's also beautiful. You know, don't want to be romantic about vegetable, but I am actually. And you can see it's become almost translucent, and you keep all this. I mean, it's just fantastic. So we pat dry slightly in here, okay, and we're going to season a little bit with some lovely black pepper from Wayanada. Not too much, but there, and a pinch of salt.
So Wayanada is India, isn't it?
So Wayanad, it's India, Kerala, region of Wayanad. They produce one of the most beautiful black pepper, all organic, all unpicked, all dry under the sun, everything. And also the characteristic of that pepper, it's got some really citrus fragrance coming through. So it's very versatile. It's perfect for, of course, a lot of meat and shellfish and fish, but also for vegetable. Love it. Okay, so the pan is on. I'm going to put a drop of olive oil there. Okay, when I say drop of olive oil, it's a drop of olive oil, not a swimming pool. Yeah, because people tend to put a lot of, you don't need to, right? And then a lovely nut of butter there. That's it. Oops. A little bit more there, and what the butter will do as well, it will give me a little bit of nuttiness and the color around the fennel, which I want, because you need to be well roasted before we put the blood orange juice and just finish that in here. Okay, so let's push a little bit the heat in here. Okay, so now we've got the butter there, that is pan dry, so that's what we're going to do there. And this beautiful noise is a good sign of it's roasted. So you can see then every time I put them in a pan, I turn them upside down. The reason behind that, because the other side haven't been seasoned then, okay? So what we're going to do now, we're going to season slightly the other side as well. And a little bit of that. So when that is starting to cook, it's the same then when we're going to make a salad later on, other dish, right? What's happened, the kind of aniseed, strong flavor of it will be much milder, much more acceptable to eat for some people who really don't like aniseed. But also the butter will give this caramelized, beautiful nuttiness. And after that we're going to deglaze with a little bit of blood orange juice. It's going to bring some acidity, a little bit, a touch of sweetness, and the balance of that will be absolutely amazing. It's such a great vegetable, it's underused, it's beautiful. Try it, I really recommend. You'll see the end result in a minute. It's really lovely. So the noise maker thinks that it should be not far off, beautiful color there. Ah, voilà. Très bien, he says in his French accent. Look at this. I mean, how, you know, people need to try. That's it. But I understand then some people are kind of
Apprehensive.
and put off a little bit with the strength sometimes. But you know, they're actually not really that powerful, yeah. And they become translucent, beautiful kind of golden color. And like I said, when you put the butter, don't let the butter burn. You just only let it kind of hazelnut color. It's enough of it, you know. And that will pass that on to this beautiful vegetable and give this lovely nuttiness with it. So we wait another 5 minutes there and we get to deglaze with the blood orange, okay? Okay, so now it's time for us to deglaze with the blood orange.
So how much was that? About 300 ml?
About, no, 150 actually.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And that doesn't matter then it's going like that. Huh? It's perfect. Yeah. So we're going to let it reduce like it's create syrup. So it will mix obviously with the little bit of the olive oil, a nut of butter, and it's going to create a beautiful aroma and everything. You can smell it. So also in that we haven't done it because otherwise if you do too many single coffees, but something which go very well with it is cardamom. The green one rather than the black, which is a bit stronger. Couple of cardamom seed which you crush slightly with your hand. You drop that at the last minute and give lovely fragrance as well. But you don't want too much of it. You want to keep all the flavor of the fennel, if possible, obviously. And like we said earlier, great with fish. Perfect. A bit of rice on the side, and the rice you can then flavor with cardamom. Why not, if you don't put it in here? And salmon, sea bass, sea bream goes very well. For me, this and red mullet. I forgot that, really important. Red mullet suit that very well because it's a rockfish. It's a little bit stronger in flavor, so it's all very nice. Okay, so then to reduce that.
So is the blood orange to balance the sweetness of the?
Well, the blood orange will ask a little bit of sweetness and but a touch of acidity, and it goes very well with it, and very well with those fish we just mentioned. Perfect. Citrus fruit, generally speaking, would go very well with fennel and those fish who can take it. So it should be nice. And after that, we're going to let it reduce. It's like a syrup, and that will caramelize even more within the syrup. So you'll see the result. It's really nice. Okay, so this is it. That's what we call now. Look, I'm going to show you something. The way it's really. See, if you put that on the side in here, okay, it gives you a syrup like this. Perfect. When the two areas don't join, when you put that down, that means your syrup is just what you need, no more. So it's glazing. Otherwise, if you reduce too much, you got nothing, and also you got the risk of burning. You don't want that. Okay. So we're going to. Oh, look at that! I'm going to slowly put that in here. Beautiful. You see, that's what we can do with fennel. I mean, where is the complication in that? Not really. The problem is that it's the likeness of fennel. People wondering, look how beautiful is that, and they stay together. They are really, really, really fantastically tender, fantastically beautiful. Such a great vegetable. Okay, and the syrup, you just have to pour it on the top. Like that. Beautiful. Okay, let me wipe a little bit there, and I'm going to do a tiny bit of finishing touch in here, which will relift a little bit of lime. Okay, you can see that, and some coriander leaves, which we kept on the side earlier, because corianders go very well. So let's do that in here. Beautiful coriander leaf, very fresh. I put them in the water so they stay beautifully alive. Beautiful fragrance on that. Yeah, you know, and that's a dish you can serve on the side with your fish. Et voilà. Okay, this is This is blanched, then roasted fennel, deglazed with a beautiful fresh orange blossom, blood orange juice, just a touch of lime zest and a bit of coriander, and the syrup goes in it. And that you would serve with a beautiful rice with some cardamom there and a pan-fried red mullet, like we said, sea bass, sea bream, salmon, and you'll have a beautiful meal. And trust me, you're going to love fennel from now on. It's really delicious.